And then main event, Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns. Winner advances to WrestleMania for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Before I go, who do you got?
I think this one is literally a toss-up. I think I could throw it up in there and just it's like a flip a coin right now.
Yeah.
I think the tease and both guys could win. I just I want to say Bryan. I just don't know what they would do with Reigns if Reigns loses. I've heard a lot of people say the Rock thing. I think the thing with Reigns and Rock would be really good. Where it comes out and says, "You cost me. I want to kick your ass." Or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just fear the Reigns and Lesnar match is going to be terrible. And I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger on that yet.
Especially if Reigns is going to be the babyface.
Exactly.
And Lesnar is the heel.
Like they said, people are saying like maybe Paul Heyman jump ship to Reigns, and like people sympathize with Lesnar. I guess it kind of was like that in 2002, like Lesnar and Big Show. They had a shitty match at 2002 Survivor Series, like 4 minutes.
4 minutes for the title, for the championship.
It was like a 4-minute match for the title.
And his undefeated streak got ended on that show.
Yeah, his undefeated streak did get ended on that show.
So big show,
and he was gonna win too, and Paul Heyman screwed him over. I'm pretty sure he choked him on a chair.
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah,
something like that happened. I think two big guys just never gel in the ring. I just don't. I hope they go with the David Goliath thing. I think it would be perfect. Daniel Bryan lost his title, never got a rematch.
Exactly. Him
come back, like I said, Reigns versus Rock would be another hell of a match they could put on the card. Sells itself, exactly. And just another big match for this pay-per-view. If they have all these matches how we're having them, they all come out as good as we think they could be, this could be one of the better cards.
It could be.
For a year that we were kind of like, what the hell is going to go on?
Yeah, exactly.
If they had Lesnar and Bryan, Rock and Reigns, Undertaker and Wyatt, Sting and Triple H, Seth Rollins and Randy Orton, and then just other matches, it just could be ridiculous. I've heard rumors of an NXT Money in the Bank kind of ladder match for the title.
On the pre-show,
which would be hell of a time.
Amazing.
I think that would be great for them. I don't even care if they're on the preview. That just gets another viewership to the network.
That has to be on the pre-show.
It has to be on the pre-show.
NXT guys have to be on the pre-show.
It can't be on the main roster.
No, but I think in any form, NXT guys have to be on the pre-show this year.
Pre-show, it should be pre-show or the first match, I think.
Yeah.
Because they would kick off, they would get the crowd so much into the invested in the product.
People who go to WrestleMania know who these guys are anyway.
Exactly.
You know?
It's not like they're nobodies. People have been watching, like you said, the hardcore fans know what NXT is.
Exactly.
It's not like most people, no, hardcore fans are the ones that go to WrestleMania and the night after and stuff like that. They're the ones that pay retarded money to go out there and do all this stuff. I think that'd be perfect for them. Like I said, if they formulate, because then like if Bryan loses like Ziggler, but then Ziggler would have to go heel, or someone would have to go heel, and it just wouldn't, like, no one would give two shits either if Daniel Bryan won like the Andre the Giant Memorial. Or
Bryan is not.
I'd be pissed. I'd be like, okay, who cares? Yeah. He was in the main event last year. Now he's in the Andre Giant Memorial.
Exactly.
And he wins it for and it has no.
I'd be happy with Ziggler winning it.
Oh yeah, I think Ziggler is worth more than that.
Yeah.
I think the whole Survivor Series win kind of means nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It meant nothing.
Yeah, they completely devalued it.
His best win of his career meant nothing, pretty much.
I wouldn't say Sting's debut meant nothing, but I would definitely say Ziggler's win was completely devalued.
It was very watered down by how the Authority came back so fast.
Month and a half later.
Exactly.
Jesus.
But like I said, he was in that role last year. No one really saw Cesaro winning it. He kind of won. He kind of broke out. Ziggler could do the same thing. I think
you throw in Miz and Mizdow and Star and Goldust, we got ourselves a stacked card.
Exactly.
Much more than last year. The last year we only had like 3 or 4 matches atop the card. You had everyone thrown into that Battle Royal, Divas match, random ass Shield match, and Daniel Bryan working double duty.
The Shield match was very random last year.
That was like 2 or 3 minutes.
They won in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it was a time constraint.
I think so. But the match itself, like New Age Outlaws, really.
Literally, I don't think the New Age Outlaws and Kane literally got one offensive move in.
No, but I think I would have taken that over a Shield triple threat because it was way too soon.
Yeah. I think it was great too because it just made the Shield look that much more dominant.
Exactly, yeah.
It was like.
I didn't want to see the match.
It was a blessing in disguise. It was a blessing in disguise.
Yep.
We didn't get drawn on a long match, but we got like what we wanted. We want to see them kick their ass. So it's what it is.
I would have gotten that as opposed to. I would have taken. I'm happy that we got the short match and then the opener too with Rock, Hogan, and Stone Cold. Like I'm happy that went longer so we could have that short match too.
Exactly.
Like it worked out well.
But
WrestleMania main event, Bryan or Reigns? I'm sorry. Who do you see?
I'm going with what I want to see. I want to see Lesnar and Bryan. I want Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. You think he's going to win, or do you or both? You want him to win?
I'm gonna pick who I want to win. I want Daniel Bryan.
I got to go Roman Reigns. My thoughts on this have not changed. I want Daniel Bryan so badly, and I know the rumors are now Vince has changed his mind. He thinks Bryan's going to WrestleMania. I still don't see that. I still see it being Roman Reigns. What you do with either guy, that's the hard part. Like you said, where do they go with either guy after this? And like I said in this week's Q&A video, it's not going to be a triple threat. Like, you can't do that.
Right.
To do it 2 years in a row to me, it just seems so stupid. I feel like Lesnar, and then you just had a triple threat match for the title like a month ago too, a Royal Rumble, and it's not going to be as good because Reigns isn't going to be carried.
I think it is doable. It would look bad for WWE to have 2 years in a row.
Worst case scenario, I think.
Exactly, because they're fixing their mistake by implementing Daniel Bryan again.
Yeah. When
they should have made him, he should have won in the first place both times.
So it has to be Bryan and Lesnar, I think, in WrestleMania. Reigns and Lesnar, like you said, if they keep it the way it is, I think there is potential there to have a good story. But at this point, especially with this build with Bryan being so freaking bad, they have ruined any credibility that he's had on his own. Bryan can still recover from this because he's organically over. Reigns, they have ruined any crowd interest, any fan interest in him whatsoever. So they either have to turn it beforehand at WrestleMania. I don't know what they're going to do, but I think it's still Roman Reigns that wins here.
But I think they think that, okay, Reigns wins. Mm-hmm. He's kind of heel. Then they have Heyman jump ship with Reigns. Then make him more of a heel.
But WrestleMania?
For WrestleMania. Okay. But what do you do to circulate some response from Lesnar, who has those limited dates? How is he going to... He needs a Heyman to
be there
with him. Exactly. So people keep saying, oh, it would make so much sense if Reigns and Heyman teamed up, but then there'd be no response with Lesnar. For 5 weeks, he might have 2 appearances left on his date. Yep. And he's not going to resign.
He's going to turn on him 1 week, and then he's going to show up for a promo the week before WrestleMania.
And what's he going to say? He's a farm boy? He's going to kick his ass? Like, it just... It writes itself. I think 02, it was good enough. He had enough mic skills. Now I think he just doesn't give a shit anymore, that he won't put extra effort in to play the role.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had to cut a very good promo a couple weeks ago, but that's as a heel though, as a baby face.
What's he gonna? Cause he's not gonna get sympathy from the fans. Nah. He's not gonna go, oh, poor me, I lost Paul Heyman. Exactly. He does his good work as a heel. Yep. He can do those like one-on-one interview kind of shoots that he's good at. Him on the mic, get the pen and paper out and look at it because he has no idea what he's going to do. Like I said, they have to turn Reigns heel now, but people are going to cheer Lesnar either way.
Yeah.
So I don't even think they have to like legit turn Lesnar babyface.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, yeah.
But like I said, then if he comes, it's more the fact of after WrestleMania, who does Reigns go to wrestle against?
He has to be a heel.
But then who would he go against? Because he already beat Bryan, so it would make no sense for him to face Bryan again.
Well, I mean, there's more potential. Bryan, I think no matter what, as much as I want to see Bryan and Lesnar, Reigns will end WrestleMania as champion. I think Seth Rollins might cash in too. There's a chance.
Do you think there's a possibility they have Reigns win, Rollins cash in?
That would save the show.
They would save the show. And I don't even care if Rollins lost to Randy Orton early night.
That'd be fun.
They've done that plenty of times. Like Edge lost to Ric Flair.
Yep.
At New Year's Revolution, came back, won the title. I think even if he lost to Randy Orton, it's credible enough loss that it's Randy Orton.
Randy against his redemption anyway.
Exactly.
So it's a win-win. I was thinking about that last night.
Win-win, exactly. And then they have Rollins. He's going to be cheered as a babyface over Reigns, obviously. Yep. Then they have him and Reigns, Extreme Rules. I don't know what the hell they do there.
And then you could turn Roman heel. I just don't, like we talked about last week, I don't think you could do a double turn with Seth and Roman. You need Seth as that heel right now. And then you can add a Roman, but you can't turn both guys.
What they could also do, they could kind of do a similar Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens thing with Rollins and Reigns. At Extreme Rules, have like some I don't even know what match they would do.
Yeah.
Have Reigns literally beat the shit out of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins still contains the title, but he gets his ass handed to him. Yeah. Then he would turn him more of a heel because people want to cheer Rollins.
Okay.
And that would legit turn Reigns heel. And then maybe he takes out Ambrose or something. He needs to do something that he needs to take out faces that people want to boo him.
Yeah.
Like take out a Randy Orton. Or like the next night in Raw, say that Seth Rollins cashes in, Seth Rollins comes out, does his thing, goes through the crowd, whatever. Reigns is so mad he goes through and freaking kills the New Day or something.
Yeah,
Someone that's like the Usos.
Yeah.
Takes out the Usos.
Who has history
with, yes. Like backstage, they're walking, they get attacked by Roman Reigns. It makes him more of a heel if he attacks faces.
I think what they're doing now with Daniel Bryan, if the route was to turn him heel,
they're not going to turn Daniel Bryan heel.
Oh no, I mean Roman. Heel.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, if they're going to turn him heel, then they're doing a good job by pairing him with Daniel Bryan. But the bad part about it is they're also making Bryan look bad here too.
Yes.
It's not like Roman is looking like a complete douche compared to Bryan. They're making Bryan look equally
bad.
They
both look like jerks right now.
Exactly. Like, so why am I going to cheer for either guy on Sunday? Like, I want Bryan to win still, obviously, but the booking of that has been so bad. But I still have Roman Reigns, and you got Daniel Bryan.